What's up, guys? Thanks for all the wonderful comments. We have read them and we are listening. Beast Mastery 2 vs 2, Dracco and Kitty Cat, against all odds. Firstly, I'd like to thank Dan's Wrath for finding Skull, giving us a shout out. We went out, we tamed him, and now we've got 2 spirit beasts. The great thing about this is we've got double the heals, and we've written a couple of macros where we can heal each other in the games, so that's kind of awesome. And now, on to the games. Right, guys, our first one is up against a Shaman and a Paladin. Of course, we're going to start off in camouflage, lay out traps left and right of the pole they're so comfortably hiding behind, snake traps preferably against Shamans. So yeah, put the snake traps there, put a couple of freeze traps and wait for them to stand on one of them. Okay, my snake trap already had procced, so I was ready. I'm out of camouflage because of that, and let's start DPSing down the poor Shaman. We open up on him. Remember, in your burst, use Intimidation Bite if you can. Those few seconds of stuns is crucial to getting rid of them. And right, the Shaman was out of there. Guys, that was game over right there and then. There's not much the Paladin can do now. He's going to try DPS Benny, but there's so much CC and healing we've got between our Spirit Beasts and our rotations that, yeah, we can keep this guy. I mean, there's nothing he can do. Basically, he decides to disconnect. Actually, a lot of players decided to disconnect on us. Over here, it was up against a Frost Mage and a Rogue. It's obvious that they decided to CC me while trying to DPS Benny. I get opened up into the Frost ring. I try to disengage out of it, but I did it incorrectly. Got sheeped, trinkleted out of the sheep form. Right, and then start DPSing down on the Mage. While DPSing down on the Mage, the Rogue decides to put me in a full blind. I can't use my Trinklet. There's not much I can do. I've got to sustain this whole blind. Once it's out, kill shot is procced, and yep, I do take it against the Rogue. Benny was DPSing him while he was trying to get me owned. Anyway, so then we turn on to the poor Mage. There's not much the Mage can do after that. We're waiting for him to go into block, which we definitely know is going to go in ice block almost now. And after that, it's time to kill. So yeah, we won it straight away. They had a good opener. They did a couple of good CCs. They did the sheep. They did the blind. They did the sap. They did everything they could. But a good game at the end of that one there. That was fun. Now this one here, we're up against a Hunter and a Rogue. Our main aim is to DPS the Hunter down until he pops deterrence. Once he's used deterrence, get rid of the Rogue and then get rid of the Hunter. We start off, they both start DPSing me down. I turn on to the Hunter and start DPSing him as much as I could. And I'm waiting for that deterrence to proc. And there it is, it's procced. Turn around, start shooting the Rogue, get rid of the Rogue. Back again onto the Hunter. And it was a very quick one. Game over right there, guys. We were in the offensive the whole way through this one here. So they landed up being on the defensive. And not much you can do. Once the second deterrence is finished, it's game over for him. And right, just finish off our DPS, and that was game over. Nice one there. So this one here, we're up against the Priest, and it's kind of obvious that there's a Feral Druid somewhere around here. We're going to lay traps left and right of the crate. We're not going to go there to take him out of there. We know the Druid is a soft target, so we're going to wait for the Druid to come out and DPS him down. Although we are going to fake charge the Priest. So what we do is we lay the traps, Druid comes out, straight away I attack the Priest, not meaning any harm to him whatsoever, because my main target is the Druid. Turn on to the Druid and start DPSing him down as much as I can. He's getting heals from the Priest from that side, but he can't sustain the heals, the damage the Druid is taking. Game over, the Druid was out of there, turned on to the Priest. Easy peasy. Right, so this one here was kind of simple, and yeah, a little bit of tangoing back and forth, but yeah, kind of a simple one. This was a little more complicated. I mean, we blocked this one up completely. It was up against a Paladin and a Warrior. We wanted to kill the Warrior first, but we opened up on the Paladin, and yeah, we started DPSing down the Paladin, which means we'd have to endure the whole bubble. Anyway, we carry on DPSing down the Pally. He pops bubble, turn on to the Warrior, DPS down the poor Warrior, but I think this team is still learning. They're new, so it was a very easy win. The Warrior was out of there kind of quick. The Pally was totally disorientated, and yeah, we DPS down the poor Pally after that as well. So yeah, no, this was just a very easy one. Pallies aren't that easy to get rid of normally, and I'm pretty sure this gentleman will be a lot stronger in the future tournaments. This one here, we're up against a warrior, and once again we can see the mark on the warrior. There's definitely a healer, and it's definitely a druid. So our plan is one: open up on the warrior, scam him in thinking we're going to attack him, but honestly we are waiting for the druid. It's kind of obvious. Look at this. As he opens up, the druid pops up behind, and that's it, guys. Straight into the druid, DPS him down as much as we can. A fresh DPS on the druid can work out, and yeah, you do have a good chance in DPSing him down. Anyway, here the warrior throws a fear, which was perfect timing because his druid goes into tree. This would have worked, but we had our trinklets. Perfect time to use a trinket. We had to use it, get out of fear, and straight away DPS down the druid. If we had stayed and didn't trinket that, just that time alone, the druid would have gotten heals off in tree form, and his heals are instant in tree form, a lot of instant strong heals, and we would have lost this one, or it would have been a very long game. But yeah, it worked out to our advantage. So yeah, that was a quick one. This one here, we're up against a very, well, first time we're coming up against two shaman, and one of them is DPSing and the other one is a healer. We're not kind of sure what to expect from this combination. We've both decided to go for the DPSing one, so we're going to put ice traps out and some traps, and let's see how this one would pan out. I get hit by that first shaman very hard. I have to pop deterrence, and I don't often do that in the beginning of a match, but yeah, this one I had to actually do it. I was taking too much damage, but Benny was DPSing him down as well. Once my deterrence is up, kill bite and kill shot, and well, we had enough things to take him out. His friend decides to disengage. That was the games for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Leave some comments below. If anybody has any idea on how to kill a holy paladin, please leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. This was Dracco for TGN, over and out.